night tonight, but you should see the social media war room that we put together tonight, where we were literally pinpointing and tracking what people were talking about all over the world, what parts of the world were hot and what weren't, and how many countries were engaged in this fight. This was one of the biggest fucking sporting events of the year. The economic impact in Las Vegas, we don't have all the numbers in yet, but it's somewhere between 93 and 140 million dollars on a week that this town would have been dead.
Yeah, what are the chances we can see Ronda Rousey in the UFC, maybe co-main event?
I love Ronda Rousey. I don't know where women's MMA is going. You know, I think that she's the example, she's the level. We get a bunch of women at her level, we'll see what happens.
I wonder if you were disappointed by Anderson's response to that thing by John Jones. You know, the fact that he said no, just so, you know.
He said he wouldn't fight Chael again either.
I mean, do you feel like he's joking there, or is there a possibility that
He said he wouldn't fight Chael again either. Let me tell you what's always happened. You know, Anderson is such a unique individual to deal with. And you know, you've seen me, I've butted heads with this guy and that guy, we fight, we argue. It's such a different process when I'm dealing with this guy, and I respect him so much. I swear to God, it's like dealing with an artist. It's like dealing with an artist or some big, crazy, talented actor. That's what it's like. The guy is a fighter, and he fights. The 2 times that he went to 205, wasn't because he wanted to, it was because I asked him to.
So how does he do it then? Like when you were in Brazil and talking to him and he didn't want to fight Chael this time, who did he want to fight, and what kind of discussions were there?
It's like dealing with an artist. It's so complex and hard to explain, you know, but I actually like doing it. I love being involved in every aspect of the business with this guy. I love to watch him fight. You know, the anticipation and the build-up to watch this guy do what he does is seriously one of the favorite fucking parts of my job. I love it. This guy is my favorite fighter ever. He really is. And as hard as he is to deal with, you know, I just love it. I love dealing with this guy.
Dana,
goals for him then? I mean,
as far as goals go, I mean, I think one of the most, we talked about it here tonight, I brought it up in the press conference, but I think one of the most overlooked things about Anderson Silva is how old this guy is and how old he doesn't look. Yeah, Cote fought Patrick Cote type fight. He's tough, he hits hard, but he didn't do enough to beat Kung Lee tonight. Kung Lee, I'll tell you what right now, both Tito and Forrest look old tonight. They look old. Anybody who thought that those guys look good tonight are out of their fucking mind. They both look old. Tito barely beat Forrest the first time. Forrest barely beat Tito the second time. And Forrest barely beat Tito tonight. I mean, all 3 of those fights look the same, except this was the slowest and sloppiest of the 3 that they had. I just think, you know, and my point in saying that it's not to beat up on Forrest and Tito, but that's what you see as the guy starts to get closer, and they're both younger than Anderson. You know what I'm saying?
is there any frustration? This is the 3rd kind of legend. We've had Randy, Chuck, and now you going out on a loss. Is there any frustration there at all?
No, it's part of the business. You win and you lose, man. It is what it is.
Dana, any sense?
You know, that's what happens in this business. Not just this business, all sports. There's always an end of an era, man. The heroes, you guys, like Adam Yauch from the Beastie Boys died. The Beastie Boys were supposed to be young forever, man. I'm just saying that's my generation. I seriously haven't been impacted by a death in a long time like I was over the Beastie Boys. It's life. It's the way that it happens. It's you know, it's the end of an era. It's the way that it goes. You know, and every time the old guys go out, the new guys are coming in. And especially in this sport, it's a young man's game.